Welcome back. Since September 11th, we've been able to see in incredible detail everything that has happened, from the destruction of the World Trade Center towers to the search and rescue efforts, the minutiae of everything that has happened worldwide, live on television. But surprisingly, despite the immediacy of television, one medium has undergone a rebirth: the simple, quiet, black and white photograph, which conveys information and emotion in one single image, has been celebrated like never before. Why?
There was this beautiful, gorgeous late summer day. The sun was shining, it was warm, it was lovely. A day to have a picnic. And to know on a day like this, something like that happened, it was such a surreal constellation.
September 11th now has a certain permanence. It's the date which seems to separate yesterday from today. The world-famous Magnum Photographic Agency, founded among others by Henri Cartier-Bresson over 50 years ago, were by chance gathered in New York for a meeting on the 10th of September. As the events unfolded, it was only natural, therefore, for them to go out and do what they do best.
We were totally unprepared. Normally you go out and look for a situation. But here we were peacefully sleeping in our beds, and right in our town things were happening in an incredible, horrific way. When I left home, I didn't have enough rolls of film, so on the way down I just went to a drugstore to buy some film. And then when you take a picture, of course you have to think about composition, about using the right lens. It comes automatically because you've been doing it all your life. But still, it's kind of weird that in a moment like this, you think about how to make a good picture rather than just snapping away.
People often see photographs as simple illustration or just as entertainment. So have we lost our sense of what is a true image and the impact of a still photograph?
When we decided to make the book, I wondered, would people want something like that as soon as we could put it out? What obviously happens is that if people look at photographs on a wall or in the book, it is something very different from what you see on television every day. Here you can hold it in your hand, you can look again, and in the exhibition here, I watched people look at one photograph for minutes, totally mesmerized, because it's their own life.
The Magnum book has already sold 100,000 copies and has obviously touched a very raw nerve. This isn't the only exhibition in New York trying to come to terms with recent events, and also not the only exhibition using photography as its medium. The 11th of September Photo Project is a grassroots initiative. People have submitted their photographs and personal thoughts for the public to share at this community gallery at the heart of Soho, within the shadows of the financial district.
People in this particular exhibition are using the medium of photography in a variety of different ways. Some people are using it to record an unbelievable moment. Others are using it to compose snippets of reality to try to communicate something larger about what's going on. Photography is very important in that it corresponds to reality in a way that's very direct, that we as modern people have been accustomed to. A photograph is real, a painting is not real. Although as one goes around this room and sees the level in which the photographs have been manipulated digitally, through photographic oils, through composition and cropping, you really start to understand the flexibility of the medium. It really shows the diversity of what's possible with photography.
Still in Soho, there's another exhibition. Here is New York, also takes a unique slant.
I think there's something revolutionary about what we're doing. Photographers aren't identified. Our subtitle is A Democracy of Photographs. It's not about the photographer. It's not about an exhibition. These are not pretty pictures on a wall to be understood and, articulate some sort of, artistic expression. It's direct experience of people. As you walk through the show, it's not a particular picture that is beautiful or wonderful or significant. It's the whole thing. It's the whole effect. To me, this is the first show of the 21st century. This event, I think, will become some sort of watershed point in Western civilization that I think people will look at these pictures forever. As long as people look at pictures, they'll be looking at these pictures.
You can buy a copy of any one of these photographs here for just $25, and all the money raised goes to benefit the Children's World Trade Center Relief Fund.
It's a little bit sad that it took such a horrific event to produce it, but you know, I think culture grows in fits and starts, and often with cataclysmic tragedies. Civilizations have been built and destroyed since the beginning of time, and we've come out of that. So who knows what will come out of this? I mean, we're too close to it now.
That's all from me for Rewind 2001. We'll take another look at the art world, not connected to events here in New York, but still in trouble, next week.